Hey folks, this is a bit of a introduction to my maculatus, proper one. Today was just a taster. I've literally just attached their small test tube to this Venus. It's going a bit closer. Queen has only just started moving around a bit. In fact, some workers come out. Don't know. I've given them a full chopped up worm there and full sugar juice. Had a bit of an emergency. That tube does fit the Venus. It's from Ants HQ, and shout out to Ants HQ actually. He's given me a really good colony here. Had a bit of a mishap last week. Got one last week, and the queen was dead on arrival. Yeah, there's a worker in this tube now. The first tube. I don't know if that's the worker that escaped, but anyway, I put that tube into the Venus. I checked it was the right size, but I'd forgotten because it's a short tube. It wasn't on the back of the Venus. So it didn't go in properly, and the first worker out just went straight out. It was running around for about 5 minutes. I caught it with cotton wool in the end, but so it was a lesson learned. They're a nightmare to catch. Had the ant handling tweezers, and it was no chance I could ever get near it with them. Tried the Hoover, it wouldn't suck it up. And each time I was doing this, I was losing it and looking for it. I grabbed it with some cotton wool in the end, so that's how to do it with them. And luckily, it hadn't run off. So you've probably already seen the video. Introduces these. They're all being a bit slow at the moment. I've put this. I wasn't going to put the red cover on, but I thought I'd better do actually. Just start them off with the red cover on. I don't know what maculatus are like with red light or not, or you know whether they really care about light or not. Some ants do, some don't. So let's go through the setup then. I cleaned all this out last night. I was up till 1:30 last night getting this all arranged. I'll just start back here with the heat mats then. So this is the Rufoglaurus on the heat mat. You see there, half on the heat mat on the nest, half with that. Then I'm using this Chinese Outworld as a connection block. So you see I've drilled holes in it before now anyway. But I drilled a hole there. Everything was properly measured out. And this has got the EA medium nest. And I've filled all 3 compartments with water, which is only about a third on the heat mat there. There's a bit of a choice for later on when they get a bit bigger. And then I've connected this to the front of this Saturn, which is facing the normal way for a Saturn, I suppose you could say. And I took all the substrate out and cleaned it all out, cleaned all these tubes out, brand new tubes. Then I took one side off. I think it was off the other one actually. And I've connected these two together. It's not easy to get that bit of tube in there. Not as easy as you'd think it would be. So those 2 Venuses are actually connected, 2 mediums, and this one is, you could say, back to front. But after watching Antimatu's video where he was recording from this side, I was thinking that would be a lot better for me, because I used to have the 2 Venuses both with the tubes at the back there, and I could never get a really good shot of what was going on, because where they are I can't just move them out really, not very easily. You know, I can theoretically, but not for just filming an update or something. So. But because I needed to connect it to this, see where that is there, I couldn't just have it going in. You see there's nowhere for that tube. So I had to have one facing that way and one facing this way. But these are maculatus, and if I can get these going properly, the way they're supposed to go, see that queen is so healthy. The way they're supposed to go, you know, in a couple of weeks I could be doubled what I am now easily. There's 3 big pupa ready to go. There's a big larva. There's about 10 eggs. This is just an estimate. Yeah, it's blocked up with cotton right now. I was in 2 minds whether to just leave the whole lot undone and let them have it from the start or not. But I think what I'll do is I'll try and fill up this Venus a bit, see if it gets annoying. I've put a barrier on the top of that Venus. It's all been cleaned out. That's an old Venus actually with old size tubing. 15mm tube is it? Not the 13mm, the new stuff. I've got lots of Venuses. I've got 2 of the old ones, 2 of the next ones, and then 1 of the Ancon ones. So I've got a bit of choice with Venuses. Yeah. So I was busy measuring things and drilling them. I mean, basically doing trial runs, in and out, trying to get everything lined up right. So there's not a lot of space in here, as you can see. So I can't have big long bits of tube all over the place. I don't know whether this is going to be I want to use the EA nest. I'm desperate to use it. I've just not really come up with what I'm going to do with it, but I thought this could be a good option, this sort of nesting option. But when they've got the choice of lots of various test tubes at different heights and there and all the rest of it, and they're used to living in a test tube, I don't know if that's really a fair choice, but we'll see. And I'm hoping to remove that red cover as well. Maybe give them a week or so and then see how they are without the red cover. Like the Reefer glaucus, I didn't really give them a choice anyway. I think they did have the red cover on for about a week or so, actually. It's just not on and they're fine with it. The only ants I've found, maybe not the only ones, but because Mesobarbus seem to be quite light sensitive, but red doesn't really work with them anyway. The Formica rufibarbis down there, they're the only ones I've found that really act weird when the light comes on. The Queen, she sort of did a backflip I saw once, so she has that for that reason. I think they're doing okay actually. Anyway, that's it. It's not a full update or anything like that. It's just going through this weird new setup I've made, which I think could, you know, do me for 6 months with the maculatus if they really start going. Then I'll have to think again. So, thanks for watching. If you watch this far, let me know what you think. We'll see what happens over the next few months, assuming they live. I might as well talk a little bit about the Reefer glaucus whilst we're here. I think they're all tucked away. Yeah, in the daytime they like to bring out the cocoons around there, and there is cocoons. Can't really show you, but it's a bit moist in there at the moment. The Queen's alive. Been having a die-off ever since that nasty die-off, and they're off their food, if I'm honest. I don't really see them eating much at the moment. There's a bit of roach. See these body parts lying around. I haven't cleaned them out recently. Well, that major is out there, and that worker is out there. That's a dead one there. Dead one, not quite dead. But yeah, I've been averaging maybe one a day since the big die-off. Maybe not quite one a day, one every 2 days, something like that. So I'm hoping that this is coming to an end now, because there is a healthy colony in there. Queen's alright, there's eggs in there, there's pupa, larva, it's still happening in there, there's just a bit of a die-off. Fingers crossed. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.